All right, team. People who are listening now, how's the audio? Can we hear what is going on? Are we good or are we down? We good, down? Where we at? We down? We good? Where we at? Yes, okay, we can hear. Yeah, I mean, I was unplugged the Bluetooth, thought we were cooking, unsure why, did everything I could imagine, mute it, unmute it, turn the thing on, turn it off, close all the apps, cars turned off. Whatever, we're good now. Let's get talking again. So 3.4 mile point we were just at. You can see them on Black Ohm. 44 got there first, I believe 23 was second, and then I forget the third team. Doesn't matter. We're here at the 4.5 mile point. They now have 1.5 miles to go. Their water cans are marked with their team numbers. So you might think, what happens if they grab the wrong water cans and then pull them back? Well, one, you're dumb. That's dumb range move right there. But two, that's on you. Oh, so technically they just dropped the water cans. Now they got to go back to the start point and then work their way back, right? Notice the start point is clearly marked. It's one of our favorite MWR Best Ranger little inflatable thingamabobbies, which is super sick. We are on Crosby Road now. We're going to take Crosby Road to Todd Field to Old Cusetta Road back to Camp Rogers, and then the competition's over. Or the foot march is over. So it's a short and sweet foot march. But thank you to Rose and our favorite individuals out there who have this psychopathic thought like Bergman to create such an event where you have to carry it and never set it down. And when you do, your punishment is you have to go back to this clearly, obviously marked start point and then run again. And just keep doing that over and over and over. All right, they started. So they started at 46.46. This is team 44, starting at 46.46 for their night carry. Notice they got an assigned set of rangers and teammates that are moving with them. These individuals are watching them like hawks, and they're ensuring that they are just carrying it, not dropping it on their feet, not putting it down on the ground, purely just carrying. Once they accidentally put it down on the ground, though, they got to turn all the way back, leave their water cans, and move back to the start point. I see one detail. Looks like Lieutenant. We got 3 different RIs with 44. Whew, brutal. This is team 44, team Valfar. The great thing about tonight is we see all the water can, the numbers on the water can. So we'll be able to tell you very clearly who's who. Got a little flashlight. Thank you to Blaine. We'll be good to rock. Really nice downhill here. This downhill is gonna take him to the backside of Todd Field. And honestly, when you get to Todd Field's kind of motivating because you feel like, oh man, we get to Todd Field, we're almost there, let's keep carrying. But the problem is, when you bank around Todd Field, it's a lot longer going to Old Cusetta than you think. This is where I like to keep that 10-minute, just keep that airborne shuffle going. Rangers got the t-shirts on. They got their Black Ohm trackers on them. They got their water cans, t-shirts. It is purely grip strength, purely farmer's carry. Oh. Holy crap. Yeah. I think on the dot. Oh man. My soul is crushed. So, Team 44, our fittest VO2 Max team, they just went 400 meters. They went a quarter mile, 1/4. They now have to run a quarter mile back to the start point. Then they're going to turn around and they're going to pick the water can up again. So right now, this is going to be 1,200 meters just for them total to back to that water cans for a second iteration. In a perfect world, it's way easier to say this than do it. You want to carry that thing to that mile marker point until your hands almost fall off. Because then you can run a mile back nice and easy, then run a mile back to your water cans and know, hey, we got a half mile, we got to gut it, let's finish it. If we're going to play this 400 meter game, we might do a 4 out, 4 back, 4 out, 4 back. It's going to really kill us. And it's going to turn that simple overall 6 mile event into the 12 to 16 mile event. Job 2-3. Team 23. Not allowed to carry it on the shoulders, not allowed to use wrist wraps, not allowed to use 550 cord, not allowed to rest it on their feet, not allowed to rest it on the ground. Purely farmer's carry until your arms, shoulders fall off. Now, if you're in second place like team 23, Michael Jordan, you have good visibility of that team that's right in front of you. So they can see 44's water cans. So it's a little bit motivating because you're like, yo, we can see their water cans. If we can demoralize them right here and get ahead of them and push not only beyond their 400 meter mark, but then another 400 meters, game over, because you're going to mentally destroy them, especially if they're doing the back and forth, back and forth. So they have these whacker lights, these rental lights. They can be motivating because you think maybe you see like a finish line or something, but they truly can be blinding and it messes up your entire night vision for the night. So as you're moving, you're constantly fighting the light. As you can see, just even through the phone, it blinds you, right? This is really the last, I'd say, uphill as we approach Todd Field. Oh, fuck, to the light. 500 meters. Steady, 2-3. 2-3 set it perfectly there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sound like a Western New Yorker there. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Brutal. Good dig, 4-5. Good dig, 4-5. Funny thing is, this ain't even the worst night. Worst night's tomorrow night. The Nightland navigation is the worst night of your life. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Oh my God. Brutal, brutal, only two there. And uphill, it's ever so slight, but it is killer. All right, 44 is back. 44 just did their 400 meter run back to the start point, and now they're coming back to their water cans. So mentally, in their heads are like, yo, let's go further. Fight further, faster, and harder than any other ranger. No, come on. He said, I think this is going to be a 5-hour event tonight. Hey, we're at 54 minutes, 33 seconds. You know the answer to make it done. You can finish it off just by going. Couple mentalities here. If you can go until your arms fall off, whatever that distance is, that might be able to give you enough pep in your step to recover on your run back, get the lactic acid out, rework it, and come back. Because the problem is, once you start setting down, there ain't no end in sight. It's just gonna be setting down, back and forth, back and forth. We're gonna continue this until about the 0.75 mile point, really past Darby a little bit, or top field. And then we'll run back all the way to the start point here, get in the car, drive back to Camp Rogers, and then we'll be at Camp Rogers awaiting the final team to make it that whole distance. So it's a nice flat, got rid of it, now we're moving. Water cans, each water can is 45 pounds or 5-gallon water cans, so it's just the weight of water. So you were carrying a total of 90 pounds, 45 on your left, 45 on your right. Well, next time you go on your workout, just pick up them 45-pound kettlebells, walk them for as long as you possibly can. Great little workout. Temperature's perfect. Oh, we're at the half mile. Okay, we're doing this. So we just made it to the half mile point. They still have a full mile to go. So they are doing it in the 400 meter chunks. So they're doing 400 meters, stop. 400 meters, stop. So let's see, let's do our math real quick. 4, 8, 12. Let's say, no. Whoa, what is the math here? Help me do the math here. So you go 400 meters, you go back 400 meters, you go back 400 meters, you get to your water cans. Then you go forward 400 more meters. Now you have to go back 800 meters, and then you gotta go back 800 meters. Then you get your water cans, you go 400 meters. Now you have to go back 1,200 meters, and then you have to go back 1,200 meters. Then you do 400 meters. Then you have to go back 1 mile, and then back a mile. And then you do 400 meters. You have to go back 1.25 miles, back 1.25 miles, and then finally you can finish the last 400 meters. What is the actual distance on that if we were to do the math keys? So it's a 4.5 miler for a total of a 9 mile foot march instead of 6. So I mean, not terrible. I mean, it's terrible, right? Like it's truly awful. Rose Bergman, you're both being cursed right now at the best runner competition, 41st annual. No big deal. Why are you only following that team? Oh no, I'm not just trying to follow 44. My goal is to follow whatever the lead 3 teams is. And here's why. When we get to the point where we're getting to the finish line, we'll be at the finish line the whole night, seeing every team finish, so we can give you an accurate, hey, team 44 finished first, team 23 finished second. That way you have it the whole night. If you look in years past, we'll be out here till 2 in the morning, really getting those top 40 teams to kind of help guide you and let you know who's going to advance to that day 2 to day stakes. We are behind team 23 as we speak. Okay, I like it. The walk technique's a good one. If you can keep that walk technique and the shoulders tight, big fan. It's also kind of nice being second or third because you can see where the water cans are ahead of you and you can be like, you know what, we're going to shoot past that. Like it gives you something to fight for, right? Yeah, 23, let's go. They got that dog in him right now. You can see partner 23 on the left, he's got a little forward lean. Partner 23 on the right, he's got kind of more straight arms. Oh, he's making the noises. He's making the noises. I think they're trying to choose the sign or the light as their next marker. The cool thing about this light up ahead, it's gonna allow you to bend and get around to, you gotta get it, come on dude, he's making the noises. That's good. We're getting to that muscle failure, muscle fatigue. We're trying to get that sign. Yeah, right there. Good calm, boys. Good comms. Let's catch back up on the comments. It makes more sense that way, though. Doesn't make more sense? I guess it does. You just know you always have a goal of 400 meters every single time, and it's consistent. I'll tell you what, though, ideally, if I could just burn down the ships and get a mile in, I think I'd take it. You can do variations of this event, too. You don't always have to do water cans, right? You can do ammo cans. Ammo cans are tricky because there's those metal canisters, those stupid metal tops. Those like really cut into your hands. Great way to build that grip strength. It's tough with all these bends and the lights. It makes it very difficult to see who's in front of you and who's not. No, sorry, I'm meaning the other guys, not you. But now I see other men following the Rangers. What teams are going next? We'll probably see a couple more teams. If you look on Black Ohm, you'll be able to tell what teams are making it to that MWR start point at the 4.5 mile point. I think originally this was supposed to be a 2 mile water can carry. I think they reduced the distances once they realized, whoa, boys didn't finish, the Rangers didn't finish all of their lanes today. So if they can't do all those lanes today, you know what? Let's reduce it about 800 meters, make it a little bit more doable, more realistic. I got my hat on, my pants, my jacket. It's that cool 69 degrees, but I'm getting toasty right now. You cannot use your belt or anything to help carry the cans. It's got to be purely your hands. Yep, it's clear in the rules. They made it overemphasized that you will not use anything to support except for your hands. Truly a farmer's carry. No wrist straps, no 550 cord. All things that we've tried to do in the past. Okay, so if you do it in the 400 meter increments, you will be going exactly 9 miles. So 9 miles at this sturdy pace, it totally is doable. Here's team 8. Team 8 looking strong. Team 8 took an interesting strategy today. They ended up missing about 4 to 5 lanes in the northern portion of the day, but it actually paid off for them because they performed well in the other courses, even though they got zeros there, and here they are in 7th place.
And they specifically said that wasn't on, right?
That's we get a little snarky. You got one team being like, nah, dog. They say you couldn't do it. And you got team being like, darn it. We thought we worked the system there. And do you know the amount of teams they are picking for day 2? Well, 32 teams are here right now for the foot march. So I think these 32 teams probably will stay forward for day 2. Worst case, they'll cut it down to 28. Only reason is throughput issue. Make sure that you got teams actually moving throughout on day 2. So which team just ran past? I believe that was 44. Yeah, it had to be 44, right? Corrections, 45? Dude, I don't know, man. We'll see when we catch up to them. We're gonna get them, right? Can't beat us tonight. The best Ranger, maybe. It was team 44, yeah, we called it. All right, team 44 is in the mindset of the 400 meter carry night. So their goal is hitting those 9 miles. He's letting his partner know he's hit his failed point. Team 44. 44 is going for the 400-meter carry. Stop, turn around, run back. And doing the back and forth all night. It is a strat that if you can maintain and know that you're going to be able to go throughout the night without stopping and keeping that routine, it might work out quite well. Keeping the same energy system the whole time. I like how this is run because you really do have a lieutenant. You got 2 RIs constantly just staring you down. It's totally doable from a cadre perspective. So if you're looking to try and do this for your company, platoon, unit, battalion, like you know that, hey, buddy, you can run at a really less than 10-minute pace here and stick with them. As long as you're not in profile, you can assist with this as cadre and really help push the rest of your elements beyond their limits to the point of excellence here. Ooh, I see a little shoulder move. This is that little mini uphill, tiny uphill, ever so slight. You can run the tangent in the road, like you're an FS1 driver, which they are. Love to see that. It's a little known fact when you're running long routes like this, you want to run the tangents and the curves to minimize the amount of meters you're actually moving on the course. We're approaching the HLZ on our left side of Darby, or of Toddfield. So we are just in eyesight of the Todd HLZ. Good communication here, discussing what feels better, the shuffle, the walk, what's going to allow you to keep that grip strength even longer. They're in good spirits, good communication, critical for events like this. It keeps you mentally focused, locked into the task at hand, oriented to your objective. As we talk about all the time, you can't just fight onto it. You got to be able to get to that objective and fight, destroy the enemy, right? It's a great event that's putting you through that element of suck. All right, back 23. So 23 is always going to have a set of water cans to look for. That's kind of their shooting point. I like that. I like having something to go for. Lets me know how I'm doing. It keeps you tight in 44. It also lets you know you're probably going to keep replacing when you're currently in second place. You can keep it going. Love it. Calling out all the way to that sign. That sign is even with the far west side of the HLZ for Todd Field. Breathe, focus, hunker down. Yeah, get that. Oh, shit. What time will the live start tomorrow? Live will start tomorrow, 8:45 in the morning. Day 2 stakes, 8:45 in the morning. You're gonna have Blaine. Blaine will be up on his live, watching probably the first 48 teams. I'm gonna be back late, so I'll probably sleep in until 9:30, not get out there until 10. Our goal is to try to get follow each heat as best we can. Tomorrow, how it's set up is they're gonna be running head to head for almost every event they're doing, 4 teams at once. Tomorrow's fun because you're gonna see team 1, 2, 3, 4 going against each other, 5, 6, 7, 8 going against each other. So you're gonna see how they pace off each other, see how they feed off each other, and what that leads to is teams really performing at their best when they're being charged or forced to really compete up the next level. A lot of competitors you see throughout. Boots they're wearing the OTV boots. Awesome set of boots that enable you to move fast pace while still staying AR-76 7-1 compliant. Big fan. They're light as Nikes, the old Nike boots that were not compliant. They feel great. Enables you to crush it. So we're gonna go with 23 back. We get 23 back. We're then gonna get in our car, bounce back forward to Rogers, and then slowly work our way all the way back to Todd Field and start following that creep as they creep forward closer and closer to finish. Solid. Quality burp. I can smell it from here. You also see on the way back, all the water cans are starting to accumulate on the course. It's getting packed on this course. It's kind of fun. Ooh, ooh. Teams seem to be shadowing each other pretty strong. Now the teams that are distinguishing themselves or trying to get too far ahead, kind of getting in the groupthink mentality, where you just hit your respective point and then turn around and do it again. Extremely hard to cheat this because you got Ranger recycles every 25 meters, 20 meters. You're going to get called out and disqualified if you attempt to turn around in the middle of a scrum run like this. Here's 17 right here. bounce forward to the finish line and then work our way back. We'll be a little wonky here with the stream for a sec. Forgive me. Oh, I am toasty. I'm gonna have to shed a couple layers. Make sure I don't overheat, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we got a truck. What's he doing? What's he doing, big truck? Trucks are doing exactly what I want to do. The little K turn here. Little K, little Y, you know what I'm saying? All right. Let's roll back to Camp Rogers. So if you did the 400 meter methodology, where you just do 400 meters back, forth, you're doing 3 miles total for a total 9. That's if you're perfect every time with the 400. Nobody has done just grid it and try to carry it a mile. I think that goes to show that they absolutely got crushed today. Meaning the 30 miles in their body and then try and do something like this, it's not going to be as if they were completely fresh. It makes sense. So 44 is methodology of that 400 meter. And even that last carry, I think they ended up going about 600 meters, so they had a little bit more dog in them. So maybe they can carry that forward and continue going. Ooh, trying to shortstop me, huh? What we got? We got 64% battery life. Okay, we should be good. Strip down to no top, no hat, maybe. Maybe I'll keep hat. I don't know. It's 55 degrees. Really perfect for an event like this. You're not going to have to worry about any of these guys being heat casualties. Honestly, really you might have to worry about is hypothermia. Say you get a team that's sweating a lot, moving hard, back and forth, and they start walking. When you start walking at that pace, and then you get like 54, 55 degrees, you can get guys that start getting cold, and you get to that fear of being hypothermic. So I'd say that'd be more of the concern tonight opposed to a heat casualty. The Best Ranger competition used to be held in the months of May, but man, they would have a lot of heat incidents with people either becoming heat casualties, heat cramping, and realized it probably wasn't worth it to do it anymore in May, and so they started pushing it back. And then eventually now it's just lined up with the Masters, so naturally every year it happens to be at the same time frame. So always know on your calendar when the Masters is, you should be thinking Best Ranger, right? Masters, Best Ranger. Masters, Best Ranger. So we're gonna peel back. We're back here at Camp Rogers. We just passed the boathouse. We're passing the Ranger Barracks on our right, where the students stay. We're now gonna go back to where the initial event all started today, over here on Old Cusetta Road, right outside of Camp Rogers in the Malvesti. I'm gonna have us park a little bit closer towards the finish line. My thought's going to be here. If I can get us towards the finish line, we see them do that last pull, last carry with their water cans. I'll then be able to grab the backpack, get the battery charging, and then we'll be able to film all the teams as they finish. here. Woo. Jacket sweaty. Ear pro. All right, while we wait here for a quick sec, let's catch back up on some comments. Shuffle and walk. More of the arm length apart, no go. How far do they have to run back? Each time they set down the cans, all the ways to the start? Exactly, Michelle. So once they set the cans down, they have to run them back to where they initially started with that little blowable inflatable that was out. There was an inflatable that said Best Ranger on it. So if you stop and drop the cans at 1,200 meters from that point, you have to run 1,200 meters back and then 1,200 meters back to your water can, and so on and so on. Last update I saw was 5 hours ago. It said Team 40 was still in this. Any updates on how they're doing? Yep, if you go to the Airborne Ranger Training Brigade on Facebook, can't miss it. They just posted the most recent standings, and you'll be able to see where Team 40 is. I think Team 40 was in 3rd place. Team 23 is strong. We had a good run with them. That was fun. Ranger recycles every 25 meters. It's crazy. I'll tell you what, these Ranger recycles are the backbone of every single detail that happens here during Best Ranger. It is the least favorite time to recycle because you're gonna be there for 3 to 6 weeks, painting every picket black, painting all the ropes yellow, putting up so many pickets and yellow ropes that you don't even understand what's happening, and you're just doing it all day, every day. And then you're coming out here at, what time is it right now? So we've been going 1 hour and 23 minutes. You're coming out here at 23:43, not building a patrol base, but you're setting up every 25 meters to make sure that all these Ranger qualified Best Rangers don't put their water cans down. So motivating. Props to you for running. We're only moving at a 10, 11 minute pace. You all could do this too. Any C9 in Team 48? Did not see them. Yes, let's go next. They're wearing the trackers, so it is basically impossible to know who is doing well and who isn't. Very true. Back in the flesh, I assume I missed a lot, LOL. Video, we need you to face away from the car headlights because we can't see anything. Yeah, I got you. I just want to do an update so I can see. Now, look at this. You're the mindset of a competitor right here. You're going forward. Back in the day when we'd allow spectators on the nighttime course, and you got a car coming at you at 25 miles per hour. You're on this. You're like, dude, I have just been walking in the middle of the night. It's 1 in the morning, and now I have car headlights flashing at me, full on bright mode. And you're like telling them, like, dude, turn the lights off, bro. Bro, turn the lights off. This is annoying. And so then you'd have a convoy of vehicles, of 30 to 40 spectator vehicles, you know, cheering on their team, but at the same time, not the best etiquette because you'd have these car lights on and it would just mess you up because you come around a new bend, you're on a road where they can't drive, and then it's just pitch black again. And you're just like, what the hell? You can't even get your bearings straight. So important if you ever end up running or assisting any kind of nighttime event like a 100 miler, 125 miler, you want to have good car etiquette with your headlights. Turn those suckers off. Nobody wants the headlights on. So we just went south on Old Cusetta Road. We are now approaching the bend that takes you into Todd Field. So on the other end of this is where we just were with Team 44 and Team 23. So the goal is going to be here to catch them, getting their water cans, and taking them all the way to Camp Darby. Once we get to Rogers, once we get to Rogers, we're going to stay there as all the teams finish. We'll plug in our phone on the battery mode. We'll communicate all the times and placings to you. That way you have them directly at home. And it'll give you a good understanding of how they're doing and see if they can move up in their respective standings. So this marker right here, that's about the mile, a little bit over a mile marker. So from there they have about 700 meters to go, probably their last carry, until they get back to Camp Rogers and finally finished that finish line. Now, my first coach, Sarandia, he told me about in 2009, they had something very similar. They just did this circle here around Jamestown Road, Crosby Road, and they got to the finish line at Camp Rogers. They had all the beautiful lights, the number, you saw your time, 3 hours, 47 minutes. And as you crossed, you were happy, you started walking, you were getting ready to take a ruck off. And then the Command Sergeant Major of ARTB, Airborne Range Training Brigade, said, keep going, Rangers. And what you didn't know is you had another 4 miles. They made you do one more full lap around this entire training area. He told me, my coach, so that year, 2009, they had like 10 teams just drop at that point because they're like, dude, I'm done. I can't do it. So always think about that in the back of your mind too. If I'm moving on the course and I see a nice finish line or something like that, assume you gotta go another mile. Assume you gotta go another 4 miles. That way it keeps your head mentally sharp, locked in on worst case scenario. Because the best case scenario happens and you're done, dude, great news. Get on the bus or whatever, derobe, get your rest before you move on to whatever the next event, whether it be night stakes or something else. So we're now here at the corner of Todd Field. So we're probably gonna see teams here coming to the whacker lights. This is where they all did night stakes today. Trying to find a good stand here. Yeah, it's a good stand. Night stakes today, they did the Prusik today. Got a little stand here. You can get more of these for the competition. So we were just over there about 700 meters. So competitors are gonna be coming towards us and then we'll join them here with the water cans. I assume the anger from lights would keep you going. That's true, because you do drone off a little bit sometimes in these longer night foot marches. And then sometimes you need something to fire you up, whether it be a videographer like myself who's like, what team is it? It's like, dude, I hate that nerd. Why is he asking what team it is? I hate him. Or you're gonna have individuals who are pushing. Yeah, of course. I'm gonna give him power bars. No, I'm kidding. Or yeah, you might have a headlight that's in your face and you're like, that'll turn you on. Can someone drop the black ohm link, please? How far are they going? So, it's only a 6 mile foot march tonight. So 6 miles, started at Camp Rogers, did a quick simp loop through the Babbitt field, went over to Jamestown Road, down to Crosby, and now they're gonna move back to Rogers. But at the 4.5 mile point, each competitor picked up 2 water cans. The water cans are 5-gallon drums. 5-gallon drums weigh 45 pounds each, so they're each carrying 90 pounds, 45 pounds in each hand. They're not allowed to use any kind of belt, straps, wrist wraps, 550 cords, stick them, nothing to assist you on the carry. You're then gonna carry those water cans all the way back to Camp Rogers. But the twist is, if you set the water cans down, let's say at the 800 meter point, you set them down, both you and your partners have to set them down. You then have to turn around, you have to go back to the start point, which was that inflatable best ranger competition thing, so 800 meters back. You gotta touch that start point, and then you gotta go back 800 meters to where your water cans are sitting, and then you gotta continue that carry. So as we're seeing Team 44 right now, which was in the lead last we checked, they're doing the method which is 400 meters out, come back. And then they go back to the water cans, they go 400 meters further. And so if they keep that math, 4 out, 4 back, 4 more out, 800 back, 800 back, 4 out, 1200 back, 1200, you can do that math. It's gonna be an additional 3 miles. So if they perfect it, their entire night will be 9 miles. If you maintain that 10-minute pace, the 9 miles will be done at exactly 90 minutes. But we just hit 90 minutes, so we have no longer maintained that 10-minute pace, mile pace that we love to keep when we train for foot marching. Case sensitive, capital B, capital R, capital C, little word view, 25 exclamation point. Talking to the Black Ohm folks, it sounds like a lot of individuals were accidentally putting in the wrong password today, and so that would lock the accounts, and that was the issue we were running into with why so many people could not access the Black Ohm, is that the account would get locked, somebody put the password in wrong 3 times across the board, and then as a result, they would have to restart it. You know, I'll tell you, I'm actually surprised we haven't seen 44 yet. Let's go 23. What's up, sir? Oh my God, Matty Cubs. There he is. What we doing, Cubs? Matt Cubs, one of my favorite soldiers from the 25th ID. Scorpions, baby. Oh, that's a callback right there, Matty C. What we up to, baby? Talk about soldiers. There's a, then E3 into E4 was like, sir, I want to go to Ranger School. Frickin' goes to Ranger School, crushes pre-Ranger, and then absolutely dominates Ranger School. I don't think he even recycled, straight through. Just knew to listen to his leaders, knew that he had that dog in him, and then came back 25th with the shiny Ranger tab, leading the way as a young junior enlisted, and now best officer. Oh, I'm the best officer? Come on, what are you talking about? Username for it, I think, was BRC 2025 at blackohm.com. Oh, you're an OCT now. Let's go. Are you at NTC, JRTC, JMRC? Where are we at, Matty Cuffs? All right, so we are at Todd Field, NTC. Okay, NTC is actually not too bad. Barstow, 45 minutes away. You get really good at being opposing forces / observing, controlling other members. Dude, 8's got that dog in him. Ah, oh, fudge. Not yet. He said not yet. You hear that? He said, I'm dropping again. He said not yet. Love it. He said not yet. Okay, we're done. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Details on their side. Let's go. So you got the debt, right? So you're not going to come back here in 1 year, right? When you're going to be the best Ranger, so you got to lock it in. Changes every year, though. It's not this every time, so. All right, so team 8. They got a detail member who's cheering them on. I love that. That's motivating. Dude, I always say if you ever go on a detail, something like this especially, have a good attitude. Be kind, do your best, meet different non-commissioned officers, warrant officers, do whatever the terrible task is, have a good attitude, it'll go a long way. Better attitude you got, better you'll be in the long run. People will remember it, it'll go a long way. All right, so we got 8, they got their water cans all the way up front. Let's check on what we got here. We got 23's water cans. We have 43's water cans. We have, 44's water cans. So kind of not much of a change with our group and elements that were in the front. Would love to work for Best Ranger, honestly. Well, I mean, here's the thing. The National Ranger Association is always looking for outstanding volunteers and members who want to assist. You reach out on the bestrangercompetition.com website, hit up executive director. He'll respond to you probably a month from now when he's not drowning into all these awesome sponsorships and taskings. And then we're always looking for good people to assist. This is all volunteer. We come out here, we take leave because we love it so much. And you just try to help make it the best enjoyable event for spectators, especially when they can't make it out here at midnight, 1 in the morning, or maybe they're cross country, right? They're in Hawaii, Alaska, and all they want to see is their Best Ranger teams dominate. Same thing with those respective units, companies out there. So couldn't ask for something better. Gotta sign that here's the contract. You're volunteering, baby. This is your volunteer time. All right, so we are back at Todd Field. It's kind of funny. Think about this. We ran back to our car. We drove the car 2.5 miles, looped it all the way back around to Rogers. We've now made it back to the point that we originally were at, and we're still waiting on teams to continue to push it forward. Todd Field is so depressing for this workout. It takes 3 to 4 carries to cover the distance of the field, but it feels like you aren't going anywhere because it's just the field. Yeah. I think it especially sucks because if you do stop early over here near the HLZ, you're like, all right, I just got a straightaway. But then when you look, especially all these lights and stuff, look at this straightaway. You get to that straightaway where the lights are, you're not even halfway through Todd Field. You have to get beyond those cars and vehicles to get beyond halfway. But then to your right, you can see where they had the Prusik earlier, and you're still not past Todd Field. You have to get to that second set of lights that's over here where my finger's covering up, just to maybe almost be out of eyesight of Todd Field. But yeah, this entire time you're just hating life. .44 has been getting crept to past a little bit every time. I think that's kind of 8, 23, 45. They're seeing that as their motivator. But the thing is, 44 is ahead far enough that they're able to leapfrog every single time. 53 hasn't moved for a hot second on Black Ohm, even when it's refreshing. Are they still in it or did they tap? Unsure. If you look at the most recent standings, I did not check it out. Only 32 teams did advance this foot march. Did 53 make the foot march? Because I do not actually know. Who's in the lead?
It's roughly 15
We're back with 44, baby. They're talking the strategy. They're thinking. They're getting that lactic acid out. Pump up, give a little slap, you know? Oh no, the roster pointing at Facebook wasn't readable. Brutal. Or do you need your reader glasses on? Is that possible? Here we go. Lactic acid out, boys. Haven't seen 40 at all, actually. 40 I was tracking could do basically a full mile without stopping, but I think with all the miles they had on their bodies earlier, that full mile ain't happening today. Hashtag Ray. Come on, Ray. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got a race. Uh-oh. We got a race. We got 44 waiting to go, and then we have 23 waiting to pace. I kind of love it. 23 thinks they smell something. They smell something. So as long as you can make that last hole and not allow that team to pass you, you'll be okay. If you continue to allow that team behind you to pace you, ooh, you're in trouble. You in trouble. All right, so we are oriented here. Todd Field, you can see the Todd Field Tower where they did Prusik earlier in the day, and the RPFA, the Ranger Physical Fitness Assessment. We also got the sweet stands that they were throwing the sandbags over. We got the dirt trail here that leads off to the right, and the pull-up bars. If you can clear this corner, you've officially made it past Todd Field. Dude, getting Todd Field out of your vision is a mental upper. Especially if you can get over this flat and down this long, grinding downhill. This is a good downhill. You got to ride this downhill as long as you possibly can. If you can get this downhill all the way to Caseta, you might be able to catch that second wind and determine, hey, we're going to go up Caseta even further. And then if you can get it to the base of those towers where the lights are, bro, you might be able to dig down deep, get that Ranger on the objective, and complete that finish line and be freaking ecstatic. So that's where your mental head's got to be. Telling yourself stories, shooting beyond your limits and your goals. Oh. Ooh. That was a good pull. So 44 was getting paced by 23. 23 was pacing him, thinking they had him, but on the downhill portion, 23 did drop the cans. That's a little rough. You just think if you're gonna get there, you want to at least make it to the level 44 is at. 44 said, we ain't letting you draft us like that. We gonna get you. Once you can see the Malvesti or by Camp Riders, it is money. Because now you're like, dude, we cannot drop. We have to get all the way to Camp Rogers. At this point, we're too damn close. You gotta go, baby. They're gonna have a good pull next time, all the way through the old Cusetta Road. Ideally, you're thinking in your head, we can take it then all the way to the Malvesti. If we have to drop there, we know we have one more short run back, and then turn around and make one final run all the way back to Todd Field, finish it off strong. We're at hour 43 right now for this event. Hour 43. They're right on pace for that 10-minute pace, so theoretically they had kept this 10-minute pace the whole time. After 2 hours, you'd be at 12 miles perfectly. But as we followed them a little bit, there has been some walking coming to certain points of the water can carries. All right, we're back to where the old Grenada Assault Course is. To Todd Field HLZ to our right. And then we'll try to catch up a team that's behind, or trying to get in front. Get another water can carry. Dude, the Illume tonight is so nice. You can see all these water cans everywhere. I'm telling you, if tonight had no Illume, dude, you'd be tripping and falling all over these water cans every single time. All right, here we go. That was a big My Ranger Regiment moment. They heard Team 23 behind them drag the water cans, so they knew like, oh, we got this. And then they went a little bit further, faster, fought harder, and they got another 100 meters out of that. That was a big pull, especially because 23 really wanted to catch up on 44 there and play that pacer game where they're like, hey, we're right behind you, and we're not going nowhere. But kind of backfired on them. They didn't have them in there for that pull. If you can go complete psychopath moment when you get around that bend to Old Cusetta, if you can dig and just freaking keep going, wow, that was 44. Or Team 40, right here at the base of Todd Field, where the HLZ and stuff is. So it's the first time we've seen Team 40. Team 40, right at the location where the HLZ is, Todd Field. I think we're learning here is that 40, they're probably hurting a little bit. If they really did have this event all figured out and they were gonna be able to carry it a mile, ain't happening. And nor are they saving themselves for that final mile push. Dude, who's watching this right now? Can't wait to go practice this in your company areas or for an event or even for your own personal fitness one day. It's gotta be motivating as hell. Yeah, 3-1. 3-1. Yeah, 3-1. Let's go, baby. That was Team 31 we just followed. Yeah, agreed, Hernandez. This competition every year, like, just a little bit harder, just a little bit harder. Right when you think you got it squared away, they go, hey, we're only gonna have 24 teams finish. All right, you get a little bit better. Hey, only 16 teams can finish. Hey, you know, we always go 61, 62 miles. Now we're doing 74 miles. It's just like every time something new. Oh, we got a shorter foot march. Cool, 6 miles. Oh, actually, you're gonna have to carry water cans this entire time. So, yeah, that's a great thing about this competition. It's adaptable, it's agile. When you have different chains of command come in every 2 years, they all have a different perspective of thing they want to change, which makes it better. And challenges the entire Ranger community. Goes back to Abrams' charter for the 75th Ranger Regiment, trying to advance those techniques and tactics to make the line units better and overall make the Army more lethal. Washington State is pretty lame and boring. Having a best Ranger comp winning unit would be pretty cool. Yeah, Fort Lewis. So 7th ID teams have done well in the past. 7th ID has actually put out some really good quality product teams. They're usually up there too. They got a good set of officer, non-commissioned officer teams always rocking. Gonna make my WinSec Padres do this event with water cans. Let's go 5-3. Hammer down 5-3. That's what they were saying earlier. Oh, 5-3's got that hammer down right now. 5-3's moving, trucking along. You gotta avoid the temptation of seeing the water cans in front of you and dropping them right there. You gotta know, like, hey, I gotta keep going. Hammer down 5-3's big dog in front of us is looking good. He's got some strong traps and shoulders. Partner's doing the little elbow bend there. See, he's doing a little tricep curl thing. Okay, yeah, I get it. All weights a lot. Yeah, WinSec gonna be hurting, dude. WinSec ain't gonna like it. There we go, Niner. There we go, Nines. These guys are crazier than us. Haney and Wellendorf, 2014, Lewis. They should do BRC at 5th ARTB. So actually, funny you say that. I want to say 3 years ago, for 2 years in a row, so like 2019 and then 2021, they did take land navigation. They flew the elements as soon as they were done with day stakes on Saturday. They flew them up to Dahlonega, and they did Dahlonega night land navigation. And yeah, it sucked. It was awesome. You're really not comfortable with land navigation until you get out to Dahlonega or you get out to West Virginia and you start working those mountains and working those trails. And that's when you truly realize whether you can actually do land navigation or you can't. Big thing with this competition is when you start to reduce the size of the teams. Helicopters are a big resource, a lot of money, a lot of man resources. Yeah, so you have to understand that that's going to be a big cost. If there is bad weather, well, then you're going to have to cancel whatever that respective plan was. Sorry, teammate. I like to hear that. You think West Virginia's actually easier than Dahlonega. Okay. You got Team 45 right here. A little trivia for y'all. What is the longest river in North America? The longest river in North America. Who is smart here? Don't look it up. Don't Google it. Don't look it on your phone or another device. Be fair here. Trivia night as we're doing our awesome Best Ranger Foot March. Longest river in North America. Who's got it in them? New River. What? Is that a joke? River, I hardly know for. Okay, here we go with the jokes here. Mississippi. No, not Mississippi. He wanted to be badly, but it's It's not the Mississippi. You knew it was a trick question, right? Because you heard that. You're like, Ooh, Rio Grande. I like the Rio Grande. No, missed it. The Missouri. That's the answer we're looking for, everybody. The Missouri River. Let's go. Are we at the 3 mile mark? No, we're not 3 mile mark. From the 4.5 mile point, this light that's coming up is the 5 mile point. So you got 1 mile from that light, well, really 1,300 meters from that light to get all the way back to Camp Rogers. So we got another hour and change in us right now, just before the first team's cross. Teammate can get a big pull here. Teammate's going to be approaching that same downhill, and they know 44 is going to end up being behind them. So if 8 can really get a big pull here, similar to that 44 did earlier, that's going to be good. All right, they got a good eyesight right now. They can see 44's water can, so they're thinking about it right now mentally. It's a big downhill. It's a nice downhill. It's your last downhill of this event. Dude, you gotta grind past it. You gotta be thinking, dude, we're going past this and more. Do not drop it. Look at that. Do not drop your water cans. I know you want to. Don't freaking do it. Don't do it. Yeah. Yeah, that's the pole right there, Ranger. Come on, Ranger. Oh. Good attitude. Hey, yeah, good attitude. That's what you gotta say. Damn. This is the kind of night that you and your Ranger buddy, you want to kill each other. And the cool thing about this competition is each of you is going to be on highs, each of you is going to be on lows. Sometimes it's best when it's flipped, where like one's on a high, one's on a low, because your Ranger buddy can pick you up, carry you, mentally get you through, physically get you through, and that sets you up for the next day. So when they're on a low, you're on the high, you can be picking them up just like they were yesterday. Best parts of the competition, when you're both on those highs, you're both in that flow zone, and you're absolutely killing it from event to event. That's where you want to be, in the flow. Parts we don't want to be in, the low. Oh, both of us are low, both of us are sucking. You start to feel sorry for each other. That's where we do not want to be. That's why training is so critical leading up to the best training competition. You're training like you fight. You're doing everything exactly the same competition. Know your heart rates. Know your ready perceived exertions. Know what makes each other tick. Know each other's heart rates and breathing patterns. It's all important. Team 3-0. I like this 30 pull right here. Just a straight up. I'm a dog. Straight arm. Moving with a purpose. If they can get to this light and then see that downhill and then keep that steady pull like that, ooh, 30. 30, you get me excited here. Oh, he said he's good. His Ranger buddy just told him he said he's good. Says his right's hurting a little bit. Oh, he sees a big downhill though. He sees it now too. He's like, ooh, spicy. Ooh, I like it. I like this pull right now, 30. I love it. Dude, keep going. Oh, damn. Sick pull. Love it.
You gotta do it.
That was a sick pull. Good work, 30. Sick pull. Yeah, get some dabs. Get some dabs for that one. Logan, what's up, big dog? How we doing, Logan Story? Dude, I needed you out here, my guy. You would have loved it. Cheering on people, filming them, annoying them, but not annoying them, right? Making people laugh, making people want to kill you. You've been a big fan out here, Mr. Story. '23. Really? That's serious? Is Matthew McConaughey in there? Come on, I ain't sound like Matthew McConaughey. He does the all right. That ain't me. Come on now. It's Jay Good Eagle, baby. On the mic. All right, sorry, let me catch up. Water can will wear you out. Yes, it will. You all got to try this back at home. I know I'm late to the party. How far are they carrying these water cans? Like, dude, you are so late to the party. All right, too long, didn't read. They only had to ruck 6 miles, but they got to the 4.5 mile point, dropped rucks, and they said, hey, for these last 1.5 miles, you're gonna carry water cans. Each of you has to carry 2 water cans. Each water can carries, weight is 45 pounds, so you're carrying 90 pounds, each partner. Once you carry them, you're gonna carry them as far as you possibly can. If you set them down and put them on your body, guess what? You set them down together as a team, you have to turn back to that 4.5 mile point, run all the way back to it, and then run back to your water cans. And keep doing that the entire night until you get to that 6 mile finish point. As you can see here, nobody is doing it for any kind of long distance. 4-3. 4-3. Here we go. 4-3. Ooh, they got a little good forward lean. Okay. Partner on left got straight arms. Partner on the right, he's got a little bow. That can be good if you're getting the brachialis and the triceps working. But if you can take a break and get it straight again, that's probably also ideal. We're looking at it kinematically, biokinetic aspect. We are strongest when we are straight armed, we got our shoulders working. If we need a break, then we gotta start using them tries and then buys. It can be fine for the short term, but in the long run, it's gonna burn us. Dude, 43's got this dog in him right now. 43, if they can make it around this bend and see those water cans down there, they have a new goal. New goal achieved. Yep, they see it. They're like, we gotta go more. Come on, 4-3. Come on, 4-3. Come on, 4-3. They're thinking about it. They wanna go further. Do it, do it. Do it. I'm at a point where it's just like, let's get to the front. Come on, 43. Come on, 4-3. Come on, 4-3. Dude, this is a long pole. Oh, long pole. 43. Keep going. Do not stop just because you passed 8. Yes. Yes. 43. It's flowing inside of them. Dude, this is a long one. They are currently way out in front now. Oh, he's saying he wants to do it until they're done. He wants to do it until they're done. Oh, yeah. He's making the noises. I hear knocks. I hear it. The will of the beast has been released in the wild. Oh, okay. What a pull. 4-3. Let's go. Let's go. That's a good pull. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. Love that good pull you just did. Come on, baby. Yeah. Update in Team 10. Don't know. First Lady Ranger, yes. Team 38. Very impressive. Made the Team 40 cut. I didn't actually get to see what Team 38 standings were, since I just kind of been live streaming. If anybody saw what they were before the foot march. Anyone have the username? I thought it was Black BRC 2025 at blackgum.com, I believe was the username. Team 16 question mark. Team 43 got that dog in them. Team 43 did have that dog in them. Dude, I thought they were gonna go all the way to that light. 43 is gonna be in that weird position though, where their next pull might take them all the way to the Malvesti. Maybe. And then they're gonna have to walk all the way back to that 4.5 mile point, go back to the Malvesti, and then hopefully finish that last little bit. But there's a weird point when you get to the Malvesti, you're like, bro, I do not want to set it down. I do not want to go back. We have to finish. And you know what would be devious? If you made it to the finish line at Malvesti, at the Camp Rogers, and you thought you were setting it down, they're like, yeah, hey, sorry, that's not the finish line, like it was in there 400 meters. Oh, that'd be brutal. Another 400 meters. Oh. I'm not saying I know that. I'm just saying that'd be messed up, right? That's going back to like 2009 Best Ranger. How far are they from the 6 mile now? So 43 just there. I'd say 1,000 meters. Dude, 44, locked in. 44 mean mugged the shit out of me. They were like, yo, don't talk to us. Don't say a word. Watch us go to work here. Dude, they're locked in. They don't want none of this. Here we go. .44, getting after it. Money bet, best bet. Team 30, let's fudge and go. Maybe one lap around. Oh, one lap around Malvesti, you get to the finish line. Oh, that would break my heart. When you pass the canteens, can you call the numbers if you can? Oh, yeah, sorry, my bad. I can't, I absolutely can't. That's 23. 23 made the pass on 44. So if you remember last time, 23 ended up actually putting the cans down at the top of the hill. 23 has been pacing 44 this entire time. I think if you're 23, if you can burn down the ships a little bit here and stay ahead of 44, that'll put you in a good position to finish in first place. Gotta represent Michael Jordan, baby. Yeah, whoever had that rumor about 23 before, what the hell? Retract that comment. Ain't got no Adderall. Dude, they just got that dog in them. Check the water can, see if they got the little dog logo on it. Team 23. Oh, don't do it. Weight of the event, unknown. All these events are unknown weights. They haven't actually told competitors' weights. I think since like 2016 was the last time they told you. They would tell you right before you started, hey, this is the weight of 2, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so I think an event like this, any kind of foot march movement, urban assault course, curling range, a lot of weapon systems, you should assume it's a 5 or 4. Weighted either a 4 or weighted a 5. Years past, they've given the first place team a little bonus. As they say, it pays to be a winner. They give you a little Snickers bar. They've done that in the past for old Mark Gaudet and Tim Nelson first ID teams that won the Ripatoa Trophy. Well, yeah, we didn't talk about that. The winner of this foot march earns the Ripatoa Trophy. It's the yearly trophy given out in every Best Ranger competition for the team that performed first place on the evening foot march. So not only are you playing to win, you're playing for hardware. That's going to go up with your names and your unit that you came from. So you represent your unit in everything you do here. Ooh, 44 might dig deep here. Because they know at a minute they want to get to Caseta. Okay. Sergeant Major Hartung out here getting after it with the boys too. It's good to see. My year with Gaudet. Oh, any year against Gaudet is brutal. Once you got Gaudet in your year, like, damn, I'm going for second place in the foot march, I guess. Even if you're his partner, Gaudet's just pushing you the whole damn time. I'm telling you. First time Gaudet competed, I got to compete with him. He was my partner. Did not matter what we were doing. Mark Gaudet was pushing me up a hill, down a hill. He's like, come on, let's go. stoked. I've never been pushed so much harder in my life. I'd be like, hey, I think we're good. We can coast here. He's like, nope, we're going faster. I'm like, oh man, come on, dude. All right. My year was Gaudet, laugh out loud. Killian won that year too. I remember that year. I was coaching Gaudet's team. Killian, it was so funny that year because you guys did a score of full-on navigation, and Killian and his partner Cornwall ended up getting the most points out on the score of land nav, but there was a little bit of math that was done just a little bit incorrectly, and so I think they accidentally got gypped 26 points in the formula. But with my nerd math that I was doing, I let him know, like, oh man, you guys missed like 4 points. You would have been in first place. Killian goes, what? No, we did get those points. Does a reclama, find out there was a total mistake made with math. They recorrected it. Boom, Killian's team jumped to first place, kept first place the rest of the day. My little quick story with Rob Killian, him winning that competition, him and his teammate, they got after it. Or Eric Friedline. All right, what we got? Dudes are fast. I was fifth at night ruck and felt good about it, but to win is something else. Yeah, especially Gaudet. Like Gaudet, Tim Nelson, Gaudet, Devin Miller. They run a perfect 10-minute pace the entire foot march. They rip it on the downhills going sub-10s. Doesn't matter if it's a 17-mile foot march or not. Psychopath teammate, Tim Nelson, will be singing during the foot march. So imagine how demoralizing that is. You think you're doing okay, and you hear about this dude singing 2 miles ahead of you, just coasting, eating Skittles from the MREs, drinking their salt water and stuff. Like, bro, how are you supposed to compete with that? At that point, you just got to run your own race and hope that you can get them on the technical and shooting task. Love this time of year, the best ranger time of year, everybody's favorite. To the Spartan race, that was supposed to be weight 1, and it became weight 3. My buddy got second by just 8 points. 44 picked it up when he said, come on, let's go. .44 is putting that math in their head right now. I'm like, hey, we have to get the bend on the old Cuseta, and then if we make it to the bend on old Cuseta, we have to go at least to Malvesti. And dude, if we get to Malvesti, we might as well finish. So right now, 44 is optimistically thinking, maybe we can do it on this next pole. Worst case, you got 2 more poles. And why that sucks is you're gonna end up moving 1.25 miles, running all the way out. You have to run 1.25 miles back to your start point before you can do it again. Go 38. All right, so we got Team 41's water cans right here in line with the Prusik Tower. Team 10, right here just beyond the Prusik Tower, Team 10. 45 is ready to go full psychopath mode here. Have Have you seen 48's water cans at all? Update on 40. Nick Whitney. Yes, 40 I last saw was actually right there at the start of where the light is. That's where Team 40 just was last time I saw them. 48's the psychopaths that were in front, right? Like they went crazy pull, or was that 43? Shoot, I don't know, man. All these numbers are blending in together. By the way, temperature's perfect. It's 54 degrees right now. I'm running, and all these guys running, no jackets on. Dude, it is chilly, but because you are sweating, you got that base layer of sweat. It's like refreshing to have this cool air out there, enabling you to stay cool down, not worrying about being any sort of heat casualty, hypothermic. This is ideal for the best ranger competition on a night like this. Where is Team 10? Well, Team 10's cans with the Pru 6, so Team 10 likely is actually headed back to their water cans now, and they'll do a very similar pull here. Goal is probably try to pass 45's water cans. All right, this is a big downhill. You don't want to like overrun it, because if you get out of control here, you might like lose control and drop them. So stay controlled, keep your good pace, allow gravity to pull you down, let the hill do its work. And then once you get back to the flat, continue your movement, either a trot at that 10-minute pace or go to walking and just walk as briskly as you can. 45. Come on. They try and go psychopath mode. Just past teammate.
What's that?
I think they're talking about that bend there.
It's hard to try and get tire washing. Totally agree. Team 30's water cans right here. Just past them. Team 9's water cans. Just past them. Oh man, Team 8's got a good little detail guy here. Got a good attitude. Mentally prepping them. Yeah, you're right. That was Team 45. You right. Team 45, little known fact, going to the chat. Mr. Peters was in your MC's combatives class, PE 360, United States Military Academy, West Point. Myself and Coach Matt Larson, former 275 Ranger himself, creator of the Modern Army Combatives program, basically taught everything Mr. Peters knew about combatives. I'm not saying we helped at all with his Division I wrestling. That's completely on his own prowess, but just saying, he was in our class. Kind of a big deal. That's where he's got that internal dog. This is a reserve dog, as I like to call it. He hears all the motivational speeches in Mr. Matt Larson's head, constantly going, motivating him, pushing him that extra few meters. Can't beat it. Peter, you ain't kidding. Straight up dog. Dog certified. How far are they from finishing? Oof. That's a loaded question. So we are 2 hours, 15 minutes into this. It is midnight 35. They are 1,200 meters. That's 3/4 of a mile, but that's a slight uphill. And then you get to Old Cusetta. Cusetta is dark. It's just a freaking dark road. And then your only second when you might catch is when you see the lights over at Malvesti. Teammate. They're saying, yo, we gotta go past those guys. is my partner, my first partner, best ranger, his 25th ID, Brandon Matz would say. He'd say, burn the ships. Burn the ships, he'd tell me. He'd be like, nah, jog, keep going. You are not stopping, he'd say. Brandon would be pushing himself while pushing me mentally and physically. He'd be like, we're going past this light. Do not even think about it. Exactly what you need. Recenter yourself. They're doing it. They're talking. I love it. Strong partner in back is telling them, keep going, keep going. Love it. Good mantra. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, hell yeah. It's motivating. That's a bar right there, baby. Teammate, keep going. 8 is now officially the furthest. Don't think about it. Yep, he's saying don't stop. Good reset. I mean, it's infuriating. I think we've seen now 3 separate times at 8. Once 8 gets in the eyesight of 44's water cans, there's like that mental block that hits you. And you're just kind of like, It's almost like Pavlov's dog. You get conditioned to, all right, at this point is when I should give up my grip, right? You almost want to put the blinders on as a competitor and just know, like, dude, I don't even want to know where we are. Let's just freaking go. Ooh, see, lights right in your face. I'm telling you, it's brutal as a competitor. You get them lights in your face, it ruins everything. Jay never gets tired of tired of what? Tired of what? What do we get tired of? 48 is on Todd Field straight. He has Adderall canteens. Who has Adderall canteens? Team 23? When are you getting tired, Jay? Oh, when am I getting tired? Well, think about this. These guys get to do 30 miles and now they're pushing 42 miles. Dude, Blaine and I, we were in a car. We were in the Gators for most of the day. So really mileage-wise, I think the most we got was at curling range and the known distance range, walking back and forth. So realistically, Blaine and I probably only did 9 miles today. And then Blaine does his crazy morning 10-mile run. So Blaine did 19 miles for the day. We only did 9 miles of walking on curling range. And then this is fun because you're back in the fight with the boys. You're also hopping forward with a car. So you're not really going at the same level they are. You also have I have all my food and snacks in my car. I'm comfortable. Get to wear my attire. Wearing the OTB boots, so it makes it a little bit simpler. You don't tire as much. And you get the second and third wins watching the boys get after it. Team 53 is at the edge of Todd Field. Our water cans are at the edge of Todd Field. I think the hardest part's got to be running back past Todd Field and then knowing you have to do the long, undulating, slow terrain back to the starting point. 31 is in line with the Prusik, Team 31. Oh man, detail every 25 meters, brutal. There's nowhere to hide in this road. Probably not a good reason to choose this. You cannot hide. Team 10 is a little bit behind the Prusik Tower. We are seeing less competitors now. So what that is telling me is the competitors who are back here in the placings, they're probably walking a lot more of their way back. 41 and 47 in line with the first tower over at the Prusik. Team 40 or Team 4 in line with the Prusik. Team 25 behind Tower 1. Here we go. Team 40. Team 40 is only, they're not even in line with the first tower out there in the distance. So yeah, I mean, they're hurting, dude. There ain't no additional well you're gonna pull from if that's the only distance you've gone. All right. You got any Cliff Bars? No, but I've been eating, I get them like Gusher things, not the Gusher things, but the Welch's fruits, you know, that like your kids love. I got a lot of granola bars, Cliff Bar, water, apple, banana. I got a water cooler. So like you get the whole setup back in your car. Changes the game. How's the smell of testosterone of everyone running past you? Past me? What? No, it smells pretty good, especially their burps. You like smell that MRE, the number 4 veggie almond burp. Telling you, brings you back memories. How many times can someone compete in BRC? So, before, it was unlimited. You could compete however long as you want. People were competing, winning 2 times plus. Then in 2018, Josh Wolfers absolutely dominated, won the Best Ranger competition after 7-time competing. And the chain of command was like, you know what, let's change the rules. You can only compete a maximum of 3 times. So then 2019 on, I was like, oh, dang. Like a lot of us who were competed 3 times were shut out from the competition. Then, Wendy pulled his ACL last year. Chain of command comes in. They're like, you know what? Let's let people compete again no matter what, as long as they haven't won before. If they've won before, they cannot compete again. So that kind of changed the whole dynamic. We are at 17% battery, so what we're gonna do is we are gonna push forward to the car, get a little bit more battery life, probably bring the backpack with us, stay stationary at the car, and then get our battery back up to that 50% range, and that'll hopefully give us the last push here. So now, the new rule is you can compete again as many times as you want until you win. Once you win, you're no longer allowed to compete again. So Blaine, our other streamer, he won in 93, can't compete again. He's now been barred from competing. Even though he's age 60, I think he still might have a chance. Dude, don't stop. Is there another elimination event coming up? There's 32 teams in the competition right now. The cut should be down to 32. It's very possible it could go down to 28. So maybe post night stakes, but I've not seen any updates. How do you change a rule for? Well, I mean, I wouldn't say change a rule necessarily just for ARTB, because this affects a lot of other competitors too, right? So you got the Cornwalls, you have the Gaudettes, the Nelsons, the Millers, all these other folks who've competed 3 times have been maxed out, but now they can be back in the game. So weird point we were at from 2012 to 16 was you'd have people competing 7, 8 times, and so now you got dudes on their 8th, 9th time competing. You had a very advanced field of experienced competitors who've seen all the different lanes compete in any which way. Steve C says, let's go 30. Get them heavies. 30 says, let's go. Rose did win 3. Bergman did win 2. Tarek won 2, yeah. Studs across the board. Seeing 49 question mark. You're walking by water cans. We can't. Dang it, I keep forgetting. Sorry, I get distracted from the storytelling perspective. That's why we need a color commentator. See, if Jimmy Moore was here right now, we'd have me telling stories, Jimmy Moore honing in, like, you know, like, oh, we just walked past water can 30 or whatever it was. Dang it. That's why you gotta have secondary. You can't just do this by yourself. Ooh, Team 30 only wants to do it one more time. They said the heavies said they want to do it one more time, meaning this time. Dude, I love it. You're thinking like Hunger Games, Delta. Have the best ranger competition for only former winners. Now we're talking Hunger Games, Book 2, when they bring all the former winners of the Hunger Games back in. Love it. 30's doing the method of just going straight dog, straight arm. Don't think, don't talk. We're masters level here. Nice and quiet. Golf claps. Thirty got that dog in him. I'll tell you what, 30 don't want to talk right now though. 30's got that mode of we are psychopaths and we're not gonna stop. Who is first? I mean, first is all relative right now. I guess technically 44's cans are furthest, and 44 should be next on the docket. Does that mean they're first? I don't know. 23's on their heels. It's literally going to be a race between 23, 44. But you could have 30 right now. 30 has a dog moment right now. And they do this pull all the way Caseta up. They might win it, right? Dude, they get that dark place, they get on Caseta. Oh, might be a game changer. This is why I like part of the events when I get to points where you have like 20 RI, because you know something's up. Like they're looking at something. So if you can get that point, you pass the 20 RIs, and they all start to follow you. Oh, that's where you feel the heat, you feel the pressure. 30's going for a deep pull here. They're going down to the well. Dude, 30 might get the Caseta and make that turn and move out. The heavies look strong. Dude, they're steady, controlled. I'm seeing no trembling. I'm seeing no shoulder movement. Oh, that was the first shoulder movement I saw. Big boy in the far up front. Did a little tricep extension with the water can. No big deal. It was 45-pound tricep extension. 31 miles plus on his body. Get the fudge out of here. No way. No way. No way. What? You gotta be shitting me. Oh my God. Whoa, that's crazy. Team 30's gonna win it. Team 30 had no idea. They just crossed the old Caseta, and now they're free reigner. Drop water cans. They're not going all the way to Rogers with the water cans. They were just going to Caseta. Dude, they were short. Team 44. 30 feet. Holy crapola. This is wild. Are you kidding me? I cannot believe this. What is going on right now? All of us were sure that they were going to have to do the water cans all the way here to Camp Rogers. But we just found out right now, I did not know this ahead of time. None of the competitors knew this ahead of time. They only had to carry the water cans to Old Caseta Road. Old Caseta Road is about 1.25 miles, 1.2 miles. So as a result, Team 30's done carrying water cans. Now they're done carrying water cans. They're about to be here at the finish line. So let's get our little power packs. Let's get our thingamabobs. Get a time axe here. Woo. Let's set up to see a finish line, boys. Wow. Freaking nuts. All of us were for sure they were going to go. Oh, let's put this back up. All right, update. Without a doubt, everyone knew they were going to have to carry water cans all the way back. Dang it. Battery's dying here. Shoot. Take it off the can here real quick. All right, so Team 30 got to Old Cusetta Road. They had that dog in them. They're like, all right, we're going to try to do this all the way to the end. Surprised everybody. Once they got to Old Cusetta Road, ranger instructor said, all right, gentlemen, go ahead, set your water cans down, head in. So now they have to run the last 500 meters or so. Here to the finish line. Team 30 is going to be your surprise winner as long as they beat out 44 in a foot race. What? Got that dog, Team 30. The heavies. You were like Cusetta, right?
Fuck yeah.
Holy shit, I didn't see that coming. I don't think anybody saw it coming.
It's the big fella right here.
You said it, you gotta go.
Just follow him.
We gotta go.
Yeah.
Dude, that came out of nowhere, boys.
Let's go. All right, guys.
All right, recovery. Congratulations. Team 30, winners of the final foot or the foot march for night 1. About 2 hours, 33 minutes, and some seconds. Holy crap. Did not see that coming at all. 44, it seemed like they pulled away from the entire pack along with 23, 30. They weren't even running. They were just like, we're just gonna go steady, have straight arms, long arms, and we'll just try to go as far as we can. And what that turned out being was to the finish line of the 41st annual Best Ranger competition, winning, surprisingly, the Rip-It-Toa trophy. Holy crap. You cannot understand how freaking awesome that is. Trying to put the battery in real quick. Boop, little charge, chargerooski. Okay, we're good. Getting charged up so we don't die here. Hopefully we can see the clock. Cannot use accessory. Too much power. All right. And, how about this one? Okay, can't do that one. Wow.
It's like PCR, I think. It's a cab version.
Oh.
Yeah, I might watch it.
going. Okay, charging.
One down, 31 to go.
All right, sorry. We literally just ran out of battery at the best timing, as you could imagine. And we came here to the finish line. Let me orient back over here. Boom. All right, so Team 30, out of nowhere, won the foot march. Crazy. I think their final time, hopefully drop in the comments, it was 2:35. Team 44 just came across at 2 hours and 40 minutes. Can you guys see that clock? Oh, shoot. Whoops. I think you can see the clock decently. Yeah, pretty good. Team 44 came across and they were demoralized. They were frustrated. They were furious. It was all sorts of emotions, but they got their mind right. They went and got their stuff, and now they're heading in for night stakes. So that was Team 30, first place Ripatoa winner, and then Team 44. The big surprise there, nobody knew, was once they got to Cusetta Road, that was the end of their water can carry. Now they just had to run it in the last 600 meters into Camp Rogers. And we're back. So we're down on the ground now, just based off of power and different batteries. Look like a total shipwreck over here. That's all right though. We made it to the 1% bloodline there for Team 30 to cross.
Team 43.
Team 43, baby. 2 hours, 45 minutes.
Take a breather and then we'll walk straight to that time. Oh, this one? No, it's not. Good job, bro.
Job 43, well done.
Nice.
All right, so 3 teams have finished thus far. Brutal, literally brutal for 44. In 30, they weren't running. They were literally near the top of that hill. They were just walking, straight arms, right? Dead arm hang. Weren't shuffling. They were just going. They had the mantra. The one part in the back was saying, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. They didn't even say like, hey, let's drop it at the sign, or like, they were mindset was, we're going to get it Cusetta as far as we can. And when they got there and they got the news of, hey, go ahead, gentlemen, drop your water cans here, they looked at each other like, what? Their entire mood changed, and they sprinted in. Like, I barely beat them in, getting to my car, driving up here, and then getting to the finish line. They were right behind me. So, like, you could tell something like that, an event like this, completely changes your morale. You might have 42 miles in your body, but you get some news like that, you're like, dude, we're back in it, baby. Like, it's over. Surprising winner. Holy crap, Team 30. There we go, wait.
the line?
2 hours, 46 minutes, 28 seconds.
What's next, Art? You're gonna go straight to the black line after? Yeah. Thanks.
Good work, 8.
Appreciate you.
Woo! If you want to know where your teams are, just check out the Black Ohm website. What's the event? So this event is the nighttime foot march for the Ripatoa Trophy. This was a shorter night. It started at 10 p.m. It was only a 6-mile foot march. With it actually getting the 4.5 mile point, they had to carry water cans 1.5 miles back to Camp Rogers. Every time they dropped the water can, they had to go back to their start point at the 4.5 mile point and then come back to the water cans to continue carrying them. What we didn't know, a little wrinkle there, was at a mile and a mile and maybe 400 meters, mile and a quarter, they actually let them drop the water cans officially. They were done, and they just had to do the final 800-meter run in to finish this 6-mile foot march. Most characters tonight, they probably did, let's see, 10-minute pace, 12. I mean, teams probably did 12 miles tonight instead of a 6-mile foot march. So they doubled their foot march time. So they probably all have about 42 miles on their body. I didn't see them wearing a ruck. Correct. Well, they wore their ruck from miles 0 to 4.5. At the 4.5 mile point, they actually dropped their rucks onto trucks. The trucks got pulled here at Rogers. The rucks are back here in the pits behind us. So, pretty sweet. And Team 30 is going to be your dark horse for winning the Ripatoa. Their odds, I'm a betting man, but we don't bet on events like this. However, yeah, I wouldn't have had 30 anywhere near my top team to be winning the foot march, just because they're bigger gentlemen, a little bit taller, not necessarily the fleet foot as far as the endurance you would think, but this event fit right into their wheelhouse. Strength, muscular endurance, dog, a lot of dog in them. Dude, that was awesome. Such a cool way to see them finish that and know as soon as they got those water cans done, they're like, we're going to win, because all we got to do is run 800 meters. And Team 44 right now, they're probably walking their water cans, not thinking that they're going to have to do it one more time. Woo! Crazy. Crazy. Oh, time to hydrate. I'm gassed. We've been going since 4 this morning. It is 1:08 in the morning. Dude, you gotta be smoked right now if you're a best ranger. So the best rangers go get their rucks. They get a quick shake out their stuff, and then they go right into night stakes at Camp Rogers. Night stakes being the weapons vault, the urban assault course mountainside, intersection resection of a map, call for fire, and knots, 7 knots. They gotta tie 7 knots. All right, let's catch up on the comments. What we got? Them heavies, yeah. Steven C., you even said it during the call. You said, let's fudge and go heavies. They kind of laughed a little bit, but then they got in serious psychopath mode. If you go back in this live, you'll see like they weren't talking. They were just doing the ready, we going. They were dogs. They had it in them. They brought it to the end. What's next? As said before, Jess, they get a quick break in their rucks, then they walk into Camp Rogers, and then they do those 5 back-to-back night events. Because you're first, you get to go right into it, knock out your events. Each event takes about 10 minutes, so it would take you about another hour. Team 30 could be in bed by 2:20 and sleep until about 7 in the morning before they get up. They're forced to get up to get hygiene. So they might get 4.5 hours of sleep, which is exactly what you want before you go into a day 2 stakes where you're chasing one another. Tell Team 23. Logan Story says, I say stay to come home on their shield or on it. You got it. When we see 23, they should be next ones in. We'll tell them. No break between the carry and the night stakes. Nope, not really. Honestly, you kind of want to go faster through it because then you get to your rest time faster. Obviously, you want to do well on it, but you do want to do well, like get through it. Do teams get updates on the standings throughout the comp, or are they in the dark about that? No, they usually put out a foam board, letting them know, hey, here's the most recent updates, or right usually before big critical events, before Final Buddy Run, before the foot march. Obviously, during day stakes tomorrow, all the family and spectators will be out there. So as you guys see updates, you'll just tell them because you'll be right next to them. Yeah, so they'll get those updates from you. Before they do night land navigation tomorrow night, the worst night of their lives, we'll tell you why later. They will also get the updates so they know where they are because then they have to make the cut. If you're in 18th place, you got to be in top 16 to advance to day 3. You got to go to the well, absolutely burn the ships, and then take hopefully top 13 to jump into 16th place. Go Team 23. Yeah, thus far we have Team 30, 2 hours, 35 minutes. Team 44, 2 hours, 40 minutes. Team 43, 2 hours, 43 minutes. And Team 8, 2:46. If somebody doesn't mind typing this in the chat, this will just help future looky-loos or people who come in on the chat and they're asking the questions. So first place team, Team 30, 2 hours, 35 minutes. Second place team, Team 44, 2 hours, 40 minutes. Third place team, Team 43, 2 hours, 45 minutes. Last but not least, fourth place team, Team 8, 2 hours, 46 minutes. As we keep going through the event tonight, if individuals don't mind taking a little initiative and putting those times in the placings, that'll help as we're like, where's Team 17 at? And we're like, I don't really remember. And then I'll obviously make sure to write them down too here in the book. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, bro. I'm gonna step away for a second, so I'm not gonna be able to be very interactive in the chat. I'm just gonna take a quick breather. Ugh.
You're the commander, we just have nothing better to do. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a stubborn ranger. I like a little bit warmer. That's all good. You ain't lying, brother. You're playing it off pretty good, man. That dude with the beauty cap right there. I was about to wear mine. I thought about that.
Next six, lock it in, right? Next event.
Yeah, so they can come out here and start, right?
Yes, so as soon as they cross the finish line, they're going to be flying through the level. Process.
So once they cross that,
Yeah, so once they in process,
you're the man, brother. Thank you.
Did you hear about what's happening out here? Four got to like the last set of lights and about to set it. Finish here and then we'll go back. 31 second half. 2:30 finish.
shit. We're gonna win. Oh shit. You guys don't have it.
Oh, hot chow. All right, next team's coming in. This is the fifth place team. Fifth place team. Team 23. Good job, 23. Logan's story says you need to make sure you keep carrying that shield or you come back on the shield. He just wanted you all to know that. Apparently that means something to you.
Go ahead, go straight to your black tip right here. To the crease.
23 just finished. It was 3 hours, 30 seconds. We kind of have a surprisingly large disparity right now. I didn't expect us to kind of have this. It really felt like the water cans were all right on top of each other back there. So, Team 23, fifth place, 3 hours, 30 seconds, really 3 hours. You can put a clock on that. Yeah, Gimbal's worked out, man. The Gimbal's like, bro, give me a break, dude. Chris Nagel, my bad. Didn't tell him you're so proud. Let me come back and cross from me. I'll make sure to tell him. I'm gonna go get that second gimbal. This one's tapped out, baby. It's tapped out. No gimbal, no. Got our next team coming up. Good job, boys. Good work, 3-1. $31 just came in 3 hours, 5 minutes, 53 seconds.
You can go straight here.
Come on, gimbal. All right, let's do this. Come on. All right, new gimbal. Team 31 just finished. There we go.
What do you guys want to rotate?
3 hours, 5 minutes. Team 31. All right, so Team 31 was the 6th place team. We got 32 teams left, or 32 teams total. So we know we have 26 teams left in the competition that still got to finish. It's 1:26 in the morning. We're gonna be probably in the long haul until about 2:40 or so is my guess. We got new gimbals, we got new chargers. We're doing it right here. So tonight, they are gonna finish this foot march, go sit on the rucks real quick, maybe get a little snack, get some hydration salts or whatever they got that was given to them by the sponsor items. They're then gonna head into Camp Rogers. Over at Camp Rogers, they're gonna conduct night stakes. Night stakes is now just in order. So you just show up, you do the events 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you're done with your 5 events, you then go into Wheaton Hall and you get to go to sleep. You can set up those little army cot thingies with the metal bars that are impossible to set up first time you do it until you become an expert at it. And then you rack out, go to sleep. You wanna stay dry. One way to dry out your clothes is if you have like clothes that are a little bit wet, I like to sleep on them because then your body heat will help hopefully dampen them out, dry them out. Additionally, you need to rack out. You need to get your self sleeping, put a sleep mask on, something to make sure that you can sleep and you're not gonna be constantly annoyed by all these ranger competitors coming in from 3 to 5 in the morning, waking you up. Just go to sleep. Ranger instructors will wake you up probably around 7:15, force you to get some hygiene going, brush teeth, shave your face. They want you looking pretty over at Doughboy Stadium for day stakes. And then tomorrow, the live stream will go live starting with Blaine. Blaine will start rocking at 8:45-ish for the first teams. Generally, the standings will be released before then, and they tell the first place team, hey, do you want to go first or last? Usually the first place team decides to go first, and they'll go in groups of 4. So the 1st to 4th place team are together, 5th to 8th place team go together, and so on and so on. Day 2 is a little bit difficult to gain any traction or gain additional points, just because once you've decided or determined that, hey, we're amongst this core group of our 4, you tend to compete against each other, you race against each other head to head, you get very similar times almost out the entire day. Looking at it last year, there was one change from 1st to 16th place from day 1 to day 3, one change. The 14th place team jumped up to 10th place team. That's it, that was the only change. Reason being is once you have day 2, there's only 28, 32 teams left. There are not enough teams for you to jump up and make a drastic change to catch teams that are ahead of you. As a result, teams often get stuck kind of in their little cohorts that they end up being in. You got wet clothes on. The last thing you want to do is keep them on, especially if you're in some holding areas that are kind of weird. You got to try to maximize your time getting dry clothes on and then getting food in you and preparing to execute each one of these night stakes events effectively. Night stakes events, generally they're usually weighted 1 or 2, nothing too crazy. Team 45 turning on Nikuseta. Yeah, that's great, exciting. Love 45. But you could, if you blow off the night stakes events, you're gonna take, 28th, 29th on every single event. That will drastically push you down. Going back a couple of years ago, the last West Point team to finish, they took 1st on night stakes and they jumped from 19th place up to 12th place, jumped 7 spots just based off their night stakes performance. What is the login for Black Ohm? The login is in the comments up earlier. I believe it is capital B, capital R, capital C, BRC, lowercase view, question mark, and then I think it's 25 exclamation point. You have to fact check me on that one. I can't totally remember that, if that's true or not. It sounds right. Yeah, we got a big disparity amongst teams here. Those teams that are a little bit further back, that tells you that they're dropping the water cans probably more or less than every 400 meters. As a result, if you're dropping and say every 200 meters of that, you're going that much further. So right now we're at 3 hours, 12 minutes. If you were going at a perfect 10-minute mile pace, you'd be at 18.5 miles. Realistically, most of these teams are probably now at that 12 to 14 minute, but they're definitely at a minimum have done 12 miles in their bodies. Standard infantry foot march is you have to do 12 miles in 3 hours. Yeah, we can assume that. Password is BRC view 25 exclamation point. Thank you. the email. The email was the BRC 2025 at blackohm.com. We're here at Camp Rogers, just checking out the old time clock, helping you future competitors who are looking at the competition to notice when teams are crossing, seeing what pace they're at. Just remember that today was probably one of the longest day one days that they've moved out, where they've moved 30 miles before they even got to night foot march. Hence why technically the foot march event was a little bit shorter, clocked at 6 miles. But obviously that then turned into a miserable night of moving the water cans. Good chance it might not work. We've had a lot of issues with Blackcomb, but they've been doing what they can do to get it all running. I think the issue we've been seeing running is that everyone's using the same username and password. Say user A puts in the wrong password by accident, and B does it the wrong password at the same time, and C does the wrong time. Technically, that's 3 passwords wrong. It locks out the account. So I think that's what's been happening all day. Hence why people haven't been able to get on. So a little rough there. Blaine's gonna go live tomorrow, 8:45. Then we'll have 2 streams going. He'll be watching, 1 heat of 4. I'll be watching 1 heat of 4. Cool thing about tomorrow is a lot of the events are head-to-head, so we can almost see who's doing better amongst the groups. Yeah, if it says incorrect credentials, it means somebody probably input the wrong things one time. Oh, shoot. Orion's belt's looking pretty good. Full moon is still out, or getting ready to be out tomorrow. With that full moon out tomorrow, that's gonna be nice for land navigation. Visibility is gonna be freaking outstanding. All right, we likely got Team 45 moving in, baby.
Over here, guys.
Sounded like Jay could use a cup of coffee. Coffee? Nah. Not a coffee guy. No caffeine for me, baby. Just all good vibes.
45.
Let's go, 4-5.
Good job, guys.
Team 45, 3 hours, 16 minutes, 25 seconds. Team 45. Great work, boys. Good job. Well done.
Thank you for all your help.
Oh, of course. You guys killed it, baby. All right, Team 45, my favorite P360 cadet ever to have. Ooh, Team 53's behind him. Drop the hammer. Team 53 dropping the hammer. Okay.
Over here, guys. Here comes switch 1.
53.
Let's go, 5-3. Drop that hammer. 317.
Good job, guys.
53, 317. Wow. Any chance we'll see night stakes, or is that off limit? I mean, I could walk by the night stakes. I'll tell you, I'm kind of exhausted. Delta's a little bit right. No coffee. Probably really just need to go back, shower, go to sleep, get like a solid 7, maybe 6.5. Wake up, come back out, do tomorrow's live stream until about 4. 53 at 317. So that's our 8th place team. I imagine we're going to start to see a good roll here of teams now that we're kind of in a good flow. The first team that finished at 2:35, they were ahead 25, 30, 42 minutes. You might be finishing tonight. Here we go, 9. 9, 3:18, almost on the dot. Team 9 and 9. What are the chances of that? Team 9 in 9? Are you kidding me? Like did somebody write this script? How do you get on Black Ohm again? Sorry, when I get on the site, it just has the product video from 2024. Yeah, there's a different website that you have to go to for the Black Ohm this year. You then put in a username password. It sounds like the password's been input incorrectly a couple times. As a result, it's currently on lock mode for a little bit. Oh, shoot. I gotta tell 53 that. My bad, KTB. I'll tell Captain Basil that his wife has been tracking him all day. Delta says she get an energy drink. Delta, I don't do energy drinks or any kind of caffeine, but I will say everyone out here is drinking this thing called an echelon. There's like a habanero echelon out here, and there's a mango echelon, and all of these Ranger instructors now are hopped up on it. And man, they got the beta adeline and they got the shakes. It seems like it's hitting different. It's like that white tiger we used to have in deployment. You have to put Black Ohm login. That's search tab. All right, Basil's family. Just went and told them. He laughed. He said, I really appreciate it. We will lock it in on night land nav. I added that part. That way, I said that you told them to do that, and they were like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll lock it in on night land navigate, or night stakes here. So, ad lib, but I think they appreciate it. Good job, Basil family.
Team 28.
Oh, the crowd favorite, Team 28. Let's go. 320. You guys are trending on Twitter right now.
Are we actually?
Yeah.
So we're trending on Twitter.
Hashtag BRC Team 28, lighten it up. Just going full on everywhere they've been all day.
No way.
Double swimming and stuff. Yeah, it's wild. It's great.
Let's go. Let's fucking look.
They can sense the energy. It's awesome. That was Team 28, 3 hours, 20 minutes, trending on Twitter. Look good, boys. Look good. Hey, lock it in night stakes, right?
Yep.
Next event. All right, Team 28 is not actually trending on Twitter, but I like 28 a lot. I think they're pretty funny and squared away and just like full-on strong Ranger. Big fan. How far is the drive from here for your rack for the night? Oh, thankfully, we're staying at Abrams Hall. Abrams Hall is the on-post, gigantic, ginormous hotel here at Benning. So it's only a 14-minute drive. So as long as I pump some tunes, get a little Kendrick Lamar rocking, I'll be able to make that 14-minute drive, park in the parking lot, lug up all of my batteries and equipment and things, plug all the things in, gotta take a quick shower, and then rack out. Like it'll be as soon as head hits pillow, bed. Like there ain't no question. These are the best nights of sleeping after you do a bunch of moving and running around in that. Yeah, why is everyone loving this echelon? All they talk about is this habanero mango echelon. They are psychopaths. It scares me. I feel like you get addicted to that kind of stuff, you know? Gotta be careful with them them White Claws and the Michelins and whatever the new thing is. But they love them. They swear by them. And they are going. Most of them are only getting like 1 or 2 hours sleep a night, so it's working somehow. All right. It chilly out or is still feeling that Georgia heat? No. It's been chilly this entire night. Since they started, it's been 59 degrees, and then it's dropped down to 55 degrees, which honestly has been perfect. When we were doing the run for the first 400, 800, 1,200 meters, when we were doing that part, I was sweating hard inside of this little jacket I got and hoodie or hat I had on. And so it was nice when I finally derobed the jacket, and then you were just kind of trotting at that 10-minute pace. You were sweating, but you were getting cool off immediately by that 55 degree, but it wasn't cool off as in you were cold. Now that I'm stationary, I got cold, but obviously put the jacket back on, pants on, got the hat on, so we're good now. We're Gucci. Prevent that hypothermia, no big deal. Oh, Michelle, let's go. Michelle's going for Jamie Romano's job here, killing it for Team Chat. Got times and places, like holy crap. Is the water still hot, then cold? Hot, then cold in the shower. It did that for me all through Enoch. No, Abrams Hall. Nah, Abrams Hall it's Gucci. I like it a lot. They got those massive rooms. The water for me has been great. Although, listen to this story that happened to me last night. The old Abrams Hall pulled this one on me. Go downstairs. Room key's not working. Oh, it's all good, sir. We'll fix your room key. They fix my room key. I go back to my room that's, a mile away. And then the room key's not working, so I go back to the front desk. I have the same discussion with the same lady. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'll make sure it works this time. I do it again. I go back to the room another mile away. Guess what? She's like, room key doesn't work again. It was basically this event, but instead of carrying water cans, I was carrying a 1 ounce room key card. On my third return, she's like, hey, you don't have to come back this time. Just call us on the phone, and maybe we'll call the maintenance guy. And then the fourth time, it didn't work again. So that time I called from the phone in the hallway, which calls directly to the front desk. This time they answered the phone call. After the phone call, they said, maybe the maintenance guy will come and we think he might be heading home. Thankfully, the maintenance guy did come 25 minutes later. So me trying to go to bed last night at 9, ended up me going to bed at 10:30 as I was waiting for the whole room key back and forth relay. So it was a blast. So really it was a prep. It prepped me mentally for tonight's event that I was not tracking. So all in all, know that sometimes those mental events transition quite well to your physical events. Oh. I'm glad you told 53 to lock it in. I definitely would have said that in person too. Okay, perfect. He can't get away with much as a dual active duty combat armed spouse. Love it. Yeah, there ain't no excuses there, right? He better take does he take the trash out? Does he do his duties? He better not have forgot to take the trash out this past Thursday. I don't care you're competing in Best Ranger, you're taking the trash out. Competitors Week, take the trash out. You know what I'm saying, KTB? I had to come to Best Rangers Week. I had to make sure the trash went out before I could even leave for Best Ranger. That was the expectation. Wife said, hey, trash has to go out before you go to Best Ranger. I was like, dang it. Thank you for the reminder. She knew I was very excited to get here, so I almost forgot to put the trash out. Can you go to where they are carrying the water cans again? Oh, man, Lucero. Come on, man. All right, let's check our battery life here. We're at 38, 36%. Oh, Lucero's pushing me here.
You good?
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Stretching it out. Also talking to live stream, you know. All right, Lucero, let's do it. Well, here's the thing, Lucero. The water can, now I'm thinking about it, the water cans are 800 meters down the road. If I leave this spot, we're not gonna necessarily know the time that those teams are actually finishing. So I might have to make an executive decision that's a no-go. Had we had a second streamer here, yeah, we'd definitely be doing the water cans for us all to see it. We had a Pistol Stands FaceTime coaching session last week before they signed in. Yeah, well done. We have 30 teams that still got to come through to the finish line. All right, Lucero, finally got my black home up. Not as exciting as, you probably want it, but Team 25 is coming up. They just made it to the back portion of the Malvesti, so 25. Oh, 27 has just made it to that bend on Crosby. So has 22. Man, I just gotta wonder. I bet you the teams are thinking like, man, we haven't seen 44 in a while. Did 44 really go to the well here and take it to the end? Like, wow. Oh man, 40's back to their start point. Oh, brutal. Yeah, all these guys are thinking the same thing. Everyone's conservative and thinking that I have to make it all the way back to Camp Rogers. And what they're not realizing, holy crap, we only have to get to Crosby Road. Team 25 is approaching. Team 25.
Crosser. Yeah, just right over here. What's your team number? 25.
Job 25. 332. So team 25, 332. Team, I actually made a correction. Team 30 was, I forgot, 233, not 235. So we're almost an hour separated between the first place team to the 11th place team. If this continues, we're going to see probably an hour separation between 11 and 21. Hopefully not. That would take us to 3 in the morning. Another hour would take us to 4 in the morning. I don't know if old Jay Good Eagle got that in him. Still rooting for Team 10. Any idea where 49 is? Yes. I have them. Here we go. 27 stationary still for a while on Crosby Road. I think they're probably questioning their life decisions. And they're breathing and thinking oh, we have to take it to the end. Team 21 is actually headed back to the start point. Brutal. Team 49 National Guard appears as if they are at the edge of Todd Field, getting ready to take a run at it to get to Cuseta. 19 is over by Todd Field, the end of Todd Field as well. '22 is near the HLZ of Todd Field. Team 38 is at the edge of the landing zone at Todd Field, along with Team 22 and 24 and 47. Pass the stream off to a Ranger Recycle. That's jacked up. Poor guy's gonna be like, what? I'm live streaming now? I'm commenting? Come on. Did you know, actually, I learned this during the live stream. Department of Defense, they do not allow you to live stream and commentate. Just in case Department of Defense, somebody says something inappropriate, they get a little bit of trouble. But if you're working with this 501c3, the National Ranger Association, we're good to stream all day, baby. 22 appears to be running back towards the start point. 2 running back to the start point. They're at the demolition range area over by outside of Todd Field. 35 and 17 are floating. 4 looks like they're taking a quick break. Oh, no, they're moving. They're running. They're running actually towards here. Team 10 is at Bass Road and Blackstrom Road. Team 6 is on Crossy Road. Team 34 is on Crossy Road, back by the start point. Team 40 is right next to the start point. Team 15, 14, and 20 are also running back to the start point. '27, oh no. 27 is heading back to the start point. Oh my God. Oh my God. No. 27 was right around the corner on Crosby Road from gosh darn Cuseta Road. It's just everyone has in their minds oh, we have to do it again. I think this is no longer turned into a run. Probably all these teams are on the course now are just walking. So you're walking at a 15-minute pace, a mile back and a mile back here, right? So that 15 minutes out, 15 minutes back, every time you're walking is all you're doing. Tapping out. Have a good night. Everyone take it easy. Jay, see you guys at the stream tomorrow. Range lead the way, baby. You got it, Delta. SecDef was at Fort Knox. Fox talking, hey, should we go? You said it. You said it. Pass the stream off to a Ranger Recycle. You guys are smart Alex here. Team 10? Question mark. Team 10? Team 10. Team 10. Let's give you a little update on the little Team 10 update. Team 10. Team 10. 7th ID. They're on Crossy Road, running back to the start point. They're about to be at Crossy and Black Storm Road. So if you look on Google Maps, you'll see Crossy and Black Storm. Actually, correction. Team 10 is running from Crossy and Black Storm towards Todd Field. So they're probably going to their water cans. Blackstone. So Blackstone, there to Old Cuseta is 1,000 meters, 1,200 meters. But I don't know where Ten's water cans are, but I mean, I think most people's water cans are probably at the end of Todd Field. So really, you just got to go the last 550 meters. You know, they don't know this, right? They just have to go the last 550 meters across the road. And this is a great thing about not having spectators in this course, right? Like if you're watching live stream, you know this, and you're on the course, you could tell them, you would be motivated, like, oh my God, we just have to get to Cuseta, we will be done. And that's kind of the nice mind aspect of not having a lot of spectators here.
Notebook cover. That was a mistake. Yeah.
But imagine how good it felt when you got to Old Cuseta Road. All right. Do a little update. Let's see what we got here. Team 41. All right. Team 41 is about, Team 41 is about 50 meters short of Old Cusetta Road. 50 meters short. And they just dropped their water cans. They turned around. They're headed back. Son of a gun. Poor 41. All right, Team 10 and 4 together. They are on Crossy Road. They have to move 300 meters to get to Old Cusetta Road. If they get that 300 meters, then they can take it into the finish line. 10 and 4 appear to be neck and neck, probably moving together. Team 6 is 200 meters behind Team 10 and 4. Team 40 and 24 appear to be walking on Crossy Road towards the direction of Cusetta. Correction, 40 is walking on Crossy Road east towards Cusetta. 24 is moving back to the start point. (34 and 38). Man, I feel like 34 and 38 been stationary for a little bit. Maybe they're taking a little nap ski. Sometimes, like, it's worth it to take like a little 20-minute nap ski, you know? Just a little boop, just a little go to sleep for a sec. The danger of that is obviously is getting any kind of hypothermia, especially if you are sweating. And I don't really know if it's worth it for the nap ski because, like, you might stay and nap a little bit longer than you expected. And is that nap really gonna recharge you enough to get you moving? Answer is generally no. 20 and 49 are near Crossy and Backstorm Road. 35 is on Backstorm Road. 14 and 21 are headed back towards the finish or the start line. Brutal. Team 4, I think they made it to Cusetta Road. They probably just got the excitement of like, yes, we can drop off our water cans. I know, it's brutal. Yeah, Team 4 got the recharge. Team 4 is obviously freaking stoked. They just dropped their water cans. They are now moving towards the finish line. Team 10 is... Team 10 is also right on the heels of 4. Maybe 10 saw 4 give their water cans up and start running. It's very possible. That would recharge me if I saw that. 10 did. 10 is passing off their water cans right now as we speak, and they are going to be joining 4 on Cusetta Road. So we're going to have Team 4 come in next, and then Team 10. Yep, 10 is moving on Cusetta. They're freaking jazzed. They're like, what? This is it? What? Who would have thought a 6-mile ruck would turn into 4 hours? Your standard 6-mile ruck when you're training, you should be knocking that out in an hour. All right. As I stated before, Team 4 is going to be coming into the finish line, then Team 10. Team 6 is directly behind Team 10. We're going to see if 6 also gets to the end and puts their water cans up. Ah, Team 6. Team 6 representing the 3rd ID. They got to Darby 6, so the 4th Battalion commander. They got to his little cart, which is about 75 meters short of Old Cusetta Road. They must have dropped their water cans because they turned around. All right, Team 40. They are approaching that Old Cusetta Road. It appears as if they're about to move their water cans to Cusetta. .40 just made it. They made it to Old Cusetta. 40 is going to be able to finish. So we're going to have 4 come finish. Then 10's going to finish. Then Team 40 will finish. 6 was literally just short of Old Cusetta. So 6 is going to have to walk all the way back to the start point, walk all the way back to where their water cans are, and then realize that they're going to make it to Cusetta. Here we go. Team coming in. Should be Team 4. Team Fowler. Our 12th place team. Team Fowler. Three hours, 50 minutes. Woo! Job 4.
You good ahead to 10. Good job, guys.
So that first place team, 2 hours, 33 minutes. 12th place team, 3 hours, 50 minutes. Team 10. When Team 44 dropped the water cans like 25 meters before Cusetta, Sergeant Major Hartung was like, and I was confused. I'm like, what? Why is he mad? You know, because I had no idea. And then when 30 did the thing, Hartung was like, are you kidding? What?
This time graded.
This time right now. Oh, each event is new. Fucking.
Love the motivation. Let's go. Team 10. Team 10. 352.
Team 10.
36. Job 10.
Good job, guys. We'll head straight to the black tent. We'll get your next set of tasks.
10 just came through. What is the Instagram page? Yeah, so all the teams that have come in, they go hold in the holding area real quick, and then as soon as they're ready, they push them out. So yeah, I think 30, 44 have probably already done night stakes, if I'm being honest. And they're probably getting ready to go to sleep. Which is the oldest age team? I think 33. Team 33 had the Command Sergeant Major on it. Yeah, 33 has a Command Sergeant Major on the team, so 33 is definitely your oldest team that's still in the competition, or has a member that's the oldest team. 33 also got that penalty at the Malvesti. The Command Sergeant Major did not get his all 6 pull-ups counted, or chin-ups counted at the Malvesti. All right, 40's walking in. Behind 40, 34 made it. 34 is walking in. Behind them, 14 made it. 14's walking in. And then you got Team 20. Team 20 has made it to the end of Todd Field. And they just got to do the last bit from Todd Field all the way to Old Cruzada. So we got Team 40 coming in. We have a bit of a race between 34 and 14. 14 technically is in striking range of 34. They're only 100 meters behind them. But we'll see. What was that 13th place again? What place did Team 10 get? So Team 10 got 13th place. They did it in 3 hours and 52 minutes. Yep, Team 10, 13th place. It's starting to get chilly. Probably because we've been stationary for a little bit. Also, probably about 53, 54 degrees. Getting a little chilly. Getting tie-tie. Due to the start time being later, past years we've been done with about 35 teams by 2 in the morning, so at 2:16 in the morning we're only at this 14th place team coming in. Holy shit, we have a freaking race. You gotta be kidding me. Team 40, then 34.
Battle test to Bill, baby.
Damn, I just ripped all my blisters.
You go straight to the
Oh no. Team 34 was creeping on 40. 34 creeped on him, almost made him, got past him, and then ended up sprinting almost past him, but 40 picked it up, sniffed him out, didn't let him pass him. 40 said that Rutledge said he wasted and blew up all his blisters just trying to beat them in a sprint there at the end. Oh, sprint to the finish, I did not expect there. So that was Team 40, 14th place.
You don't want a sweatshirt, do you? No, I do not.
34,
I do,
15th place.
but you're all right now.
Dude, 34 almost snuck up on him. Yes, lanes and night stakes, they have weapons box, so all the weapons are disassembled. You got to reassemble them under low light. You have the Battle Drill 6 mount operation. You have intersection, resection on the map. You got to tie 7 knots. And then one more thing. It's right in front of me.
Hey, you're fishing here? Or...
Right, yep.
Oh, so 7 knots, and then you do call for fire.
Team 14.
Yeah.
Team 14. Team 14, 358.
Good shit, guys. He's gonna head straight to the black tent.
Team 14, 358. Don't sleep on 34. Yo, 34. Did some devious work right there. 34 could probably see 40. Was like, let's do it. Let's sneak up on him. Let's get him. All right. No teams are on Old Cuseta. Team 20 has been... Oh, Team 20's been on Crosby Road for a hot minute, but they're turning around now. Brutal. So Team 20 is heading back to the start point. Team 22, waiting for it to update. Team 22 is heading on Crosby Road, so they're probably going to get ready to carry their cans. 15 is headed back to the start point. Brutal. Team 27 is continuing on Crosby Road toward Old Cuseta. And then right now you got a whole bunch of teams that are just walking from the start point back to their water cans. Those teams are at another level right now. All right, I think I'm gonna have to call it here soon. So I'm probably gonna give it to 22, give 22 the option to hopefully get to Old Cuseta. 20 is now moving back to the start point. Yeah, we'll give 22 a chance here. 22 right now is on Crosby Road. They're on the bend. I'm assuming they have to get to their water cans here upcoming soon. If they can make it the last 300 meters, they're going to be on Old Cuseta. They don't know this, and they'll be done moving in. Team 22 is still moving on Crosby. Now Team 27 is also moving on Crosby. Team 22's been stationary. I think they're probably right at their cans, like doing the whole, come on, here we go. Let's try to get it as far as we can. $38, $47, $15. 38, 47, 15. $38 just got back to the start point, and 38 is now moving back to their cans. Their cans, I think, are near the end of the Todd Field. 47 and 15. 47 is in the middle of Todd Field right now. 15. 1515. 15. Where's 15 is at the intersection of Crosby Road and Blackstorm Road. All right, 22 is now on the straightaway on Crosby Road going due north. They just need to go 200 more meters and they're going to be at Old Cusetta. Oh. 22 is close. Team 27 is directly behind 22 as well. Oh, 22, no. Don't say it. No.
You're alright. He's in the truck with Sark right now.
22, 200 meters away. Turned around, son of a gun.
How long does all this take?
All right, Team 27. They are on the straightaway of Crosby. Also 200 meters away to their finish line. As in Old Cusetta. Oh, 27 just made it. 27 just made it to Cusetta. We'll be able to watch 27 finish, and then we'll call it a night. Wow. Woo! 27's gotta be thinking they're lucky stars. They're probably like, holy crap, dude. What just happened? So 27 is gonna get up here. They're gonna be your 17th place finishing team. And then, yeah, sorry, I just don't got the gas in the tank. Got a big long day tomorrow, too. Oh, okay. Alrighty. So we're gonna have, we're at 4 hours, 9 minutes. 27 is gonna be approaching us as we go towards our vehicle. $2:30, gotta call it a night. Day stakes stream will start at 8:45 in the morning with Blaine running it. And then I'll join in after I wake up. I'll probably be there at like 10:30, 10:40, and then we'll have the second stream going. So we'll be covering all the action at Doughboy Stadium and Gowdy Field. Here comes Team 27 in front of us. We'll know their time based off of driving behind them. Job 2-7. Good grind. Good grind. Team 27. Grinding to the end. All right, team. Pleasure being with you all on the stream. Have a good night. We'll see you all in the morning, bright and early, 8:45.